Oh, hey there, Blue. This leg is getting kind of stiff now, Blue. Maybe I just need to walk it out. Yeah. A walk's good for a lot of things. So yeah, I'm gonna think that you probably can't just play this in any order. So maybe they should just have you play them in order instead of the weird menu. Because we're clearly back to these characters. I didn't know if we would be or not. Maybe someone here can point us in the right direction. Yeah, looks like they're still open. Must be a night shift. What do you think they do here? Looks like an office building. Yeah, an office building in a cathedral. This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? So we're just losing it at this point, right? Like, even we don't know if we're inside or outside right now? I would guess outside. There's like a fishing pole and some construction stuff. And so on. Outside. Yeah. Outside any man-made structure, I guess. Just feels like it's still inside, since we can't see the sky. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. You're not in a, yeah, you're not in a great starting spot if you genuinely don't know if you're indoors or outdoors right now. It's incredibly alarming. Oh, he's been messed up, huh? End of the line? Seems that way. Not for us, I hope. Can we just go past it? I guess she is a bit confused about whether we're inside or outside, because I guess we came out... We must have come through that door. Or maybe we are inside. Did we just drive into a building via that tunnel? What an incomprehensible space. Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. Want to settle a bet? I'm actually pretty busy, but... Sure, what's up? He says we're outside, but I think we're inside. Wow. Okay, is that like a philosophy thing, or are you just lost? We're just lost. You're lost, so you're not the... Sorry, honest mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, but you don't really look like the boys from the distillery. Anyway. What are you celebrating? Oh, the less I understand, the better. When I'm here, I keep the fans turning and the furnace hot, and listen for the bell. When I get home, I'm a different person. I don't have to think about it, I just paint. You don't have to think about it? What's wrong with this place? Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. We're looking for Dogwood Drive. You know where that is? Dogwood... Nope. You're gonna need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first we've got to get you into the system. So you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Now, let's see. Rick has booked proofreading drafts all afternoon. And Wanda's out on a site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting area. Or just have a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? Our grotesques. So we got stuck not knowing if we're inside or outside, and now we need an appointment in order to get directions. I feel like we've gotten completely detached. I feel like we're in those parts of Night in the Woods between each day where you dream. I think this whole game might become that. The television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across a beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. The television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest. A scarf. A plastic shopping bag. A bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm, but precariously fragile. Is she back already? After making a few calls? Kinda wanna look around. Oh, the books. Three books are piled on the table. A service manual for a sewage pump. Some architectural plans for a bungalow. And a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the sack. Oh, we can see her up here. There's Lula. So we're at the business that we just got an intro for. The whole place is spooky. I guess it's just like some massive, like, brutalist architecture. Like you would see in, like, Control. What's in the envelope? The envelope reads Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small, handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. Oh, that's all we get. Okay. Poor guy's a wreck. I kind of feel bad for having him walk around. I'm curious whether you can go downstairs or not. Doesn't seem like it. I don't particularly feel bad, I guess, for not knowing if we're inside or outside, because the characters themselves weren't sure. Oh, good. I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor, reviewing some diagrams. What? What floor are we on now? The 4th? The elevator's just to the back left there, 5th floor. What? I could see her. Are we not on the ground floor right now? Is she gonna be gone now? No, I can still see her right there. It's bizarre. His poor like jammed up leg is definitely gonna make us get around slower. He's on the 5th floor, right? Conway scans a column of elevator buttons. Bears! I have to look at bears. What? 3rd floor bears. What do you mean, bears? There's just bears. Uh-oh. Is this bad? I think this is bad. Or the bears don't give a fuck. I mean, they're all staring at me like I don't belong here. But they're just staring at me. You know, this seems to be a building that I was outside of. This really does still look like I'm outside of an area. There's just a bunch of bears here. It was just a bunch of bears here. And a pipe organ? What is happening? Why is this floor full of bears? My immediate response isn't like, am I in danger? And is instead like, am I intruding? Like, oh, sorry. I mean, they said 5th floor, so I guess I'll avoid the 5th floor. First floor, clerk's offices. They were not joking about the bears, but why are the bears? That's the question. Hello? Hello? Are you lost? We're looking for Lula Chamberlain. Oh, no, she's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort your paperwork first, so we don't waste any of Miss Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First you need to get a case number assigned. Talk to Clerk Metzstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. Well, now I'm extra curious. Does this mean that floor 5 was a dead end? That was like she was just gonna not be there because she's actually busy, despite the apparent appointment. And I just want to intrude upon each floor for now, and then pursue the quest. Maybe you'll have to go to every floor to finish it, though, including the bears. Everyone's just turning to look at me as I walk in. Hi, everyone. Nice office you got here. Yep. Yep. Just want to look at this nice view. What? Is he barbecuing at the organ in swim trunks? Who are you? Oh? Did I just will music into existence by observing it? Is he gonna keep going? So he's like, dag nabbit, you found me. I guess I'll stop my lunch. Whoa. Things have changed. A parade of disconnected images, obscure corners of nameless interiors, astronomical diagrams projecting the distances between celestial bodies, a painting by Giorgio di Chirico, a list of unpopular anagrams. Unpopular anagrams? But why? Why anything? I kind of like unknowingly beckoned in a state change within the environment. Who's this guy? What was that horror sound? Big fan of industrial music, Greg? Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, measuring angles with a plastic protractor, and occasionally scribbling numbers in a small leather notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. Are you Lula Chamberlain? No. You just missed her. Actually, she was up here about an hour ago. She's probably back at her real desk now on the first floor. She barely made a dent in these diagrams, must have been distracted. Speaking of which, haha, 'cause I'm distracting him. It's gonna drive me crazy having these two sources of music on at the same time, you lunatic. Isn't that what it sounds like when a wait. I think that might be what it sounds like when a record finishes and it's just kind of looping on the edge forever. I would like to leave, please. Archives and records. Now look up the Kentucky Route 0 and find it. Just blast this whole thing wide open right now. There's probably some sort of crazy box around here, right? No, I think I can't get over here. No, this area seems useless to me at the moment. They said she was the one person who was busy right now, so why is she so busy? Wondering how those wires got so crossed. Now it's all spooky quiet. You just stand there all day? Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. I don't think I've had 5 permanent addresses. Oh. My sheet is 5 address boxes and it says to fill everything out. Maybe if you fill out a transient sub-sheet, we can still get it processed. Go talk to Clerk Bohm, and he'll get you set up with one. Clerk Bohm is just over there in the corner. Happy to help. Oh no. Oh no. This is the true... I thought the Kentucky Route 0 might be purgatory or maybe, but this is purgatory. Howdy. Here for transient sheet? No problem. He rummages through the papers on his desk. Happy to help. He opens a few folders and quickly closes them. Looks like I'm out. But I know there are some back in the archive. You'll have to put in a special request with Clerk Macmillan. She's the document czar. Straight back at the end of the office there, by the file cabinets. This is just a runaround. Where's Lula Chamberlain? Oh, no, it's... I mean, that's her right there in the cardigan. Surely there's an easier way to do all this. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. Arthritis? Dr. Truman says my joints are eroding one another. They've been collaborating for decades. It's only natural they want to kill each other now. Well, enough of my hateful wrists and ankles. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. You know I used to live on Dogwood Drive. This was years ago. Grimy old house. Basement full of insects. Attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing on the Zero? A gas station attendant told us we'd need to take the Zero to get there. Ooh. The Zero has creepy crawly text. Got this gradient going over it, so it's swimmy. Gas station attendant. I see. Friendly, blind man about my age. Hangs out with an old cat. Likes to pretend he's a poet. Oh, it was Joseph. Joseph and Donald. His name's Joseph. Do you know him? Joseph and I used to work together. And we lived together. We were friends. But that was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he's pointing at you this way? Ah. So her going to the Zero or whatever already happened? It's because he's still in love with me. Of course, now he's implicated you, quite inconsiderably. And in your condition, it's appalling. So, I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. But where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one. No, it's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before. But now we have these databases and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large-Leafed Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. That'd be a lot for a street sign. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Do you have a record of those streets? I expect we must. They'll be up in Archives and Records, 4th floor. It'll be filed under 0, or O for autonyms, probably, or G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. That sounds exhausting and stupid. Let's go! You thought we were off this ride? No siree. The infinite bureaucracy is our life. Archives and Records. All the bears notice the elevator come by and they look over. And they're just there. They're like, hey, we're the bears. This is our private business. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook, I guess? Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. The small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside covers. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Ooh. Inside front cover? Note in logbook. Document staff. Please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get the new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with letters A, B, C, D, E, or F. Or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, and brakes, etc. But air quality is not because it relates to health, safety, and pollution, etc. This sounds stupid. Page 1. Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, basketball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Page 14. A single set of documents relating to a coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. Back cover. Failing antique shops. Folder missing. Listed checked in on page 63 but not present. 63. Check in. Failing antique shop. Monday, 3 p.m. Signee, Ed Bohm. Put it away, I guess. Nothing? Me neither. Half these boxes aren't even labeled, and the rest of them are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with an O, or a G, or an S. Maybe the clerk knows somewhere else we can look. This entire room is completely dense with this stuff, but it's only the first few letters of the alphabet anyway. I guess I go back to the first floor. Because mine referenced Clerk Bohm. I think that's the person they first sent me to talk to down here, not the one up top. Or this whole place is hell. Both can be true. Nothing. That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved to this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not long ago. Can you believe it? And so the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. There's not even a new cathedral, we just reclaimed it and then everyone had to move on. They can't be happy with that. That's where you'll find the street name records, I expect, at the church. Mary Ann at reception can give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you may want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs. I know he works at night. His office is in a small neighborhood on the east side of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop to see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Maybe I'll be able to move faster. East Bowling Green. Take care of each other. Oh, were those there before? The whole floor seems to be covered in like these giant cockroaches. Those are tripping me out. Oh, maybe not. That's a crab? This crab is wearing an empty inkjet cartridge as a shell. Oh god. You poor creatures. This crab is wearing a dense chain of paper clips as a shell. So like hermit crabs. They did seem too big for cockroaches, but I wasn't sure what else to make of that visual. Get what you need? Lula said you could direct us to the church. Oh no, let's not do that. Be straight with me, what is this place? Just another office, lady. Just another job. But you kicked out a congregation to set up your office? I wasn't here for that, but yes, I Get what you're coming from. Still, I wouldn't judge until I've seen everything. They've got a new church now. The Bureau set it up for them out of their old storage space. I'm sure it's very nice. Go see for yourself. Just get back on the Zero and drive until you hit the crystal. Then turn around. It'll make sense once you hit the road. You can handle it. Drive until you hit the crystal. Hey Blue, let's try to continue our purgatory jaunts. They head back into the night. Oh. Yeah. The debate about inside or outside certainly makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? Wow. I feel like we're never getting out of here. I don't like this idea.